Hello, my name is Jesús and I'm a core committer at Mattermost. Today I'll be talking about flow. What is it, why we use it, and how we use it. Okay, let's start with what is flow. Flow is a static type checking system for JavaScript. It's based on annotations, which mean that we write regular JavaScript code plus the type annotations. The compilation process flow simply removes all the type annotations. There are other options for static type checking like Dart and TypeScript. So, why we choose flow? We have two reasons to select flow. The first one is flow is widely used and have a better integration with React. The second one is flow is designed to be included in a gradual way, which allows us to migrate flow in a smoother way. But why we migrate to flow? We have mainly three reasons. The stability. The static type checking gives us a more stable and less error-prone environment to work. The readability. With the type annotations, the code is easier to understand and the intentions are clearer too. And the maintainability. A less error-prone and easy to understand code is easier to maintain, and we can include new developers in the process with less effort. So let's see how we use flow in Mattermost. For now, we only use flow in Mattermost Redux repository, but we have plans to migrate Mattermost Web App and Mattermost Mobile too. We have integrated flow in our development environment, so to check your types in Mattermost Redux, you only have to run make flow and see if there's any error. Before see a hands-on example of how to migrate something to flow, let's talk a bit about which type we can define in flow and how. We can use all the primitive JavaScript types, booleans, strings, numbers, null, and undefined. We can use literals when we need to specify a value or a set of values. For example, we can define that our log level variable must be one of the strings debug, info, or error. More complex types are supported too, like functions with a specific signature, arrays, tuples, or objects. Any type in flow can be specified as optional, adding the prefix ? It will accept the type, null, or undefined. We can see here 5 examples of complex objects. A function that receives two numbers and returns a string, an array of strings, a tuple containing a number and a string, an object containing the field username and maybe an email, and a strict object containing the field username and maybe an email. This strict object definition will fail if the object has any other field. Let's try to migrate our first file to flow. I've selected source, reducers, entities, type.js file. The first thing that we need to do is to add the flow tag to the file in the header, just under the license comment. Then we can start to iterate, running make flow and fixing errors. We can see 2 errors, one for each parameter in the typing function. To solve this, we're going to start with the first parameter, state. The state is the typing state in the Redux store. So we will create a new typing type in source types typing.js. The typing type will be an object with a string keys representing the channel ID, and the value will be an object with a string keys representing the user ID and the value a number with the last typing time. When we create a new type, normally we have to include that in the store type. So we go to source types store.js and import the typing type and use it in the typing field. Now we have the typing type, so we can fix the first error. We go to the source, reducers, entities, typing.js file. There we import our new defined typing type and use it as the type of state. Now we can back to the terminal and run makeflow again. Now we only see one error. The action parameter has not typed yet. This error is easier to solve because we already have the generic action type. So we go back to source, reducers, entities, type in JS file, and there we import generic actions from types actions and use that type as the action parameter type. If we go back to the terminal and run makeflow, we see no errors. And that's it. Now our typing file is migrated to Flow. If you want to get involved in the Mattermost migration to Flow, it's easy. You only have to go to GitHub, Mattermost server, and in the issues you will find help wanted tickets to migrate files to Flow. If you need help or have any question, you can connect to prerelease.mattermost.com and enter in the developer channel or in the Flow channel. Or you can send me a direct message in pre-release. My username is Jesús Espino. So that's all. Thank you very much.